Hello, in today's video we'll be doing an orchid showcase of my Procatavola key lime stars. So here is the orchid. Let me show you the name tag. So here's the name tag, and you can see it's Procatavola, or probably, I'm not even going to try and figure out what that name would be with the name changes and whatever, but Procatavola Lime Sherbet crossed with the Procatavola Nodosa 4N. And now that I'm looking at this tag again, I think this might be a 3N individual, which is great as far as vigor is concerned, but is not great as far as breeding is concerned, because 3N individuals are usually sterile, or they just don't even produce a lot of viable seed. But there are other reasons aside from breeding to have this orchid, so I'm going to get into that. So I've had this orchid for probably, I think I've had it for about a year. This is a rebloom. I think I've already bloomed it once. I think I got it in sheath, or it was in spike or whatever, and then this is the first blooming that's happened fully under my care. And it is one bloom less than it was when I got it, because it had 3 blooms on the first spike that it gave me, and now this one is giving me 2 blooms. So I'm probably gonna have to adjust my culture on this one, but I mean, can't really see, but the leaves are glossy, they're firm, they're doing fine, so I'll have to sort of adjust the culture on this one and sort of figure out what's going on. Anyways, let's get into the flower. So as you can see, it's a lime chartreuse sort of color on the petals and sepals. And then obviously this is white, or a cream. It's more of an off-white cream color. And then it's got these purple spots on the lip that go down into the throat. I don't even know what the sort of morphological names of the lip and the throat is, but you sort of get what I'm hinting at. And as you can see, the leaves, or excuse me, the petals and sepals are pretty glossy, so it's a pretty attractive flower. I don't know why these petals are sticking forward, because if I remember correctly, which I may not be remembering correctly, but last time the flower was more flat. Although I may just be getting this confused in my mind with my Procatavola nodosa, which has very flat flowers for a Procatavola and obviously looks similar, so my mind may be playing tricks on me, but I do remember this being a little more flattened in terms of these guys right here. So the lip is actually, it's a different texture than the petals. It's not as rubbery, it's more of like a matte, or not velvet, it's not as soft as velvet, but it's definitely like a sort of rubbery eraser type of feel. And this one is fragrant. Its fragrance has actually changed since the last time it bloomed. Last time it bloomed, it smelled kind of burnt, a little bit like cloves and barbecue smoke or whatever. It wasn't necessarily the most appealing fragrance, but this time it smells more like my Procatavola nodosa in terms of smelling like a generic white floral or gardenia type scent at night, and the scent starts like within minutes of the grow light turning off, and it lasts until dawn. So it's quite pleasant to, walk in at night and it smells like, gardenias or whatever. So it's a nice scent to fall asleep to, I guess I would say. So it's a tall plant. Let me sort of bring you back so you can see the plant. Yeah, so it's kind of out of frame, but it's about ½ an inch out of frame. So it's quite a tall plant, but it's about the same height as my Procatavola nodosa, so it's not any bigger or smaller than the nodosa. It's about the same size, although the leaves are wider. They're not as, pencil shaped as the nodosa. So generally a manageable plant, I think you can grow it under lights, as I do, and my lights, or rather the height of my shelves, is about 1.5 feet, 18 inches. So it can fit under there and grow well without any, you know, bumping into anything or growing into any of the shelves or the lights, unlike some of my other orchids. But we're not talking about those. Anyways, this has been the orchid showcase of my Procatavola key lime stars, which is, I'll show you the tag again, Epicattleya Lime Sherbet crossed with Brassavola and Josa. And this is actually a pretty popular cross, at least at the moment. I'm seeing it offered by a lot of different nurseries and on eBay. So I'm sure it's easy to get your hands on if you want to get this one. So that's the end of my video. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.